very welcome to Fight Zone, and it's a very special Fight Zone. There's a fella that can't stop smiling because we are in the northeast of England. We're actually at the Hilton Hotel in Gateshead, just over the bridge from Newcastle as well. And I think it's fair to introduce the one and only Graham McCrory as the northeast's only ever world boxing champion.
Got it at Tyneside. Stewie Hall and Savannah Marshall from Hartlepool have done it, but for Tyneside's only world champion.
And of course, Glenn, there's a lot of talent now coming out of this part of the world. We're going to see a few prospects and a couple that we're already very excited about on this card tonight here in Gateshead, a place you know so well. You only live down the road, but you've competed here yourself.
I've competed here myself. I had a lot of my fights in my career here. My first title, the Commonwealth title against Jazander Moody, defended the British. Even defended my world title here with a young man called Lennox Lewis on the undercard. He went on to do quite well.
He didn't do bad, did he? Of course, your career's met down the line as well, but tonight it is about showcasing some of this northeast talent, because they are from not just Newcastle, they come from far and wide tonight, but Harrison Hobson we're going to see in action, who's managed by Dave Allen, who's on the card as well, of course. We've also got Kai Richmond from Spennymoor, County Durham, who's a very exciting young talent as well. And we talk about talents from this part of the world. We're going to have to bring him in a minute, because Tommy Hodgson, how excited are you about him?
Very excited, very excited. I mean, he's just started off, he's making a few waves. Obviously, we don't want to rush him too much, but he's a good talent, and I think he'll go a long way.
Now, of course, along with all the action here tonight, there's a very, very exciting card coming up very, very soon, and it's featuring one of our own, a world champion. It is, of course, Hannah Rankin. Well, I mentioned it before, he's with us now, the Hitman himself, Tommy Hodgson. Now, we've seen your debut on Fight Zone, we've seen you since, obviously. Yeah. You've progressed to 4-0 now. All these people here tonight, how good is it for you as a pro for the first time to fight in your home city?
Oh, mate, it's class. I was saying to Jamie the other day, like, it's been proper relaxed. Like, I don't know, it just feels different, doesn't it? So, you can see the turnout the day, it's different class, and the noise I'm getting already, just walking through here to do this interview has been mad, so I'm expecting it to be loud when I get in there tonight. Like.
Now, obviously, you know this fella here. Now, he's Tyneside's only world champion. Yeah. You've got to put that right, surely. You must be in the hunt now to make sure he can't keep
waited long enough.
Hope so, mate. I am just going to keep working, keep putting the graft in there, putting on good performances, and hopefully one day we'll be there, yeah.
Now, Glenn, we've watched this fella, obviously. Now, I ask you this, it's unfair in many ways, but all fighters want stoppages, don't they? Now, we've seen the way you've gone about your business, one of the best debuts I think anyone's ever seen in a pro ring. Are you the patient type that when that happens, it's going to come, or you're dying to get that stoppage?
I would like the stoppage, yeah, but if I'm happy with performance and my coaches are, then it's a win-win. But like I say, they will come, and you kind of, it's either one or the other. If you rush your work, you can people can say, oh, you're a little bit amateur, or you're rushing that, Tommy, you know what I mean? But if you take your time, you're not getting stoppages. Might call it pillar fist, you know what I mean? But
it's also difficult with the opponents that you've got, because they're very experienced journeymen. They don't get stopped, so it's hard trying to get them kids out of there.
They don't give nothing away now. You're in there, and they don't give nothing away. But like I'm saying, I'm just going to keep on trying creating gaps and looking for them kills. So
yeah, he's durable, the lad you're in with tonight, Rustin Fatquilly, he really is. We've seen him before, so again, I know you're going to enjoy the experience as well. This place is going to be bouncing in a bit as well, so you've got to go and get ready. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, mate.
All the very best tonight. Tommy Hodgson, one of the best prospects, not just from this part of the world. I think one of the best British prospects. It's fair to say, Glenn.
Very much so, and I'm just so happy that Tommy's going to get to put his career in front of Northeast fans, because that's, getting the shows here is very, very important. The Northeast has been left out for a long time. We've had the big events, the big shows, normally with fighters from other parts of the country, your Nazas, your Nigel Benns, your Eubanks, but it's great, if we're promoting our own, and I think you will get champions. Champions will come, and they will come in flocks.
And I know I'm going to get a lesson in all things Geordie tonight anyway, aren't I?
Of course you are.
For the next couple of hours, of course we are. Anyway, let's get on with the action, because there's some great talent coming up, so stay tuned to Fight Zone. But first action of the night, we'll throw to the first time to our MC, Mr. Paul Booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Newcastle Hilton. And also extending a very warm welcome to boxing fans joining us right around the world via the Fightzone TV platform. Dennis Hodgson for Fights Academy in association with J.J. Crump & Son now bring you bout number 1 of our evening. First boxer to make his way to the red corner from Greater Manchester, introducing Dale Arrowsmith.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
And now to make his way to the blue corner for the first time ever as a professional boxer, it's the Hitman from Sheffield, Harrison Hodgson.
Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk awake. Those who correlate know the world ain't kick. Jail bars ain't golden gates. Those who fake, they break. When they meet their 400-pound mate, if I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun in the ghetto, of course, when you de-upping on their horse. Kick around drinking moonshine. I pour a sip on the concrete for the deceased, but no, don't weep. Wyclef's in a state of sleep, thinking about the robbery that I did last week. Money in the bag, banker look like a drag. I wanna play with pelicans from here to Baghdad. Gun blast, think fast, I think I'm hit. My girl pinched my hips to see if
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Hodgson Promotions for Fight Academy in association with J.J. Crump & Son now bring you a scheduled 4 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Timekeeper on the bell ringside is Stuart Lithgow of Hartlepool. Up on the sound of the bell, the scoring referee in charge of this bout is Ron Kearney of Sunderland. Boxing out of the red corner, officially on the scales at 11 stone, 2 pounds, 8 ounces. 3 career victories, including 1 going inside the scheduled distance. Tonight he's wearing the black shorts trimmed with grey and boxes out of Hyde, Greater Manchester. Introducing the choir boy, Dale Arrowsmith. And this evening, boxing out of the blue corner. Standing in the ring tonight for the first time as a professional boxer. He scaled at yesterday's weigh-in, 11 stone, 4 pounds even. He's wearing the black shorts trimmed with gold and boxes out of Sheffield. Standing in the ring this evening as a former regional champion in the amateurs. He is the Hitman, and a welcome to the world of professional boxing for Harrison Hodgson. Referee Ron Kearney will now give his final instructions.
Okay, boys, keep your heads out, keep your punches up, keep it clean. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come on, box on the bell. Good luck.
Well, final instructions given to both fighters, and it's on with the action here at the Hilton Hotel in Gateshead. A debut, we like a debut on Fight Zone. This time it is 18-year-old Harrison Hodgson from Sheffield wearing the black trunks with gold in against the very seasoned Dale Arrowsmith, who takes to the ring for the 60th time as a professional tonight. Dale in against the debutant, of course, in this middleweight clash. Hodgson very confident, and a real talent, according to his manager Dave Allen, who of course is on the card tonight.
Well, I thought, well, just seeing him warm up in the corner, that he was going to be a southpaw, but boxing out no, now he's gone to southpaw. Just bang on cue.
You know what these Sheffield fighters are like.
Yes, I should have thought about that.
Good work to the body from Hodgson, who settled into this quite well. Said he's going to pick his shots tonight. Take his time, be patient. Arrowsmith has been in with just about everyone in and around super welter, middleweight. Very, very experienced. And you always make the point, Glenn, that it's a tough debut to get in with the likes of Dale Arrowsmith for anybody.
It certainly is. Very, very experienced. Knows exactly what he's doing in there. So, you know, it is, it's a big step for Hodgson. And, you know, he's doing it away from home, which might make him just settle in a little bit, you know, not as much pressure on him. But already we're saying that he's well schooled. Your boxers, you know, just as well out of the southpaw stance as he does orthodox.
He's brought a few fans with him as well. Hodgson to this part of the country, which we are delighted to be in. And of course, Fightzone is really starting a flurry of shows in this part of the world. There's lots of events coming up in the northeast, but Fightzone the first. And a card tonight, of course, we've already heard from Tommy Hodgson, who tops the bill, and Dave Allen. As Hodgson goes to work there, Dale Arrowsmith gives him a look.
I think that was a bit of respect from Arrowsmith, because it was a nice combination from Hodgson. And he looks fairly confident in there. Doesn't seem to be, he's certainly not showing any nerves. Relaxed into this. Now starting to pick a few shots and a few different combinations. He's quite impressive with the body punching.
Well, if you're going to call yourself Hitman, you're going to like a body shot, aren't you?
Absolutely.
A very good first round from Harrison Hodgson, his first time in a professional ring. Picked his shots well, he said he would, but the jab worked well for him as well, Glenn.
Yeah, and I like the way he does it well, southpaw or orthodox. He keeps the hands up nice and tight, measures those punches. And also the way he slips to the body, did that quite well towards the end of the round. So off to a good start. And we've said it before with these debutants, but it is such a big occasion when you come out and you're starting a career for the first time in the pros, and you're just so nervous, want to get this out of the way and want to get that win.
So a good opening round for Hodgson. Takes centre of the ring again, just manoeuvres Arrowsmith around. One thing that strikes you about him as well, just 18 years of age, but he has a maturity, not just in the way he's boxing tonight, but physically, he doesn't look like a kid.
He doesn't, and he looks mentally mature the way he's coming in to this fight against someone as experienced as Dale Arrowsmith. And you mentioned it's a bit of a Sheffield trait, isn't it, being a switch hitter?
Yeah.
I know Brendan liked to prepare his fighters for any occasion. And in some ways, it's good that trainers do get their fighters to switch hit, because you know, you can always get a hand injury, and you need to be able to deal with that.
Good body work again from Hodgson. A good combination ending with a decent hook as well.
Yeah, and he's quite confident in letting these combinations go. But I like the jab, both hands. Southpaw jab's good, the orthodox jab's good.
Just Arrowsmith letting him know he's still there. Good body shots of his own.
Arrowsmith trying to get busy, pushing Hodgson back against the ropes. Couldn't really get through with anything of any note though. So it's good to see Arrowsmith trying to make it competitive, and I think he's having to do that because there's some good body shots going in, so he needs to throw some back.
Well, the record, of course, of Arrowsmith is deceiving. 3 wins, 52 defeats, and a couple of draws as well. But he is the archetypal road warrior, very busy, very much in demand. He's only ever been stopped on 5 occasions. It's a long time since that happened. He's got better and better in terms of, as a lot of these journeymen do, they have a couple of stoppages, they learn the trade as they go along, and inevitably now he doesn't get stopped at all.
No, he knows exactly how to look after himself. He knows when to put a bit of pressure on, you know, when to get on his bike and move around a little, when to cover up. You know, he's got off to a fine art.
So Harrison Hodgson, 2 rounds in, you impressed, Glenn?
Yes. He's very confident. Boxing well, I like his confidence. And it'll be interesting to see as he progresses in more competitive fights.
Well, Dave Allen was in the gym where Harrison Hodgson trains alongside Levi Kinciona, who of course we've seen on Fight Zone, another Dave Allen charge, and he had one look at this fella and thought, yep, he's going to be a world champion. That's how confident Dave Allen is with Harrison Hodgson. Good jab to the body, followed up with hook to the head, and again, good work to body. Tries to sneak in that uppercut as well.
Well, you've got to remember, Dom, as well, he's only 18. You know, so he's got a long career ahead of him. But, you know, he's putting through good combinations. He's certainly getting the attention of Dale Arrowsmith. Because the variety is good. You know, that jab's good, then he whips the body shots in.
And Arrowsmith just goes on the offensive. Good work from Arrowsmith. Lands a decent hook at the end of that flurry.
He's got to try and, you know, just keep Hodgson in his place. He's just got to just don't get too up, and he's got the experience to do that. Arrowsmith, only 27 himself. The referee takes a tumble.
Well, the crowd like that. Rob Kearney's all right. He's laughing. He's all smiles.
It's good to see the ref get up very early, straight to his feet. trying to find a way through that high-held guard. Smiles from Arrowsmith, but that's normally a sign that, you know, the opponent's getting through.
Crowd really urging on his every move, and Harrison Hodgson going to work again. But Arrowsmith is a good dance partner for him.
Well, it just give you a big smile there, Dom. So he's liking something that he's saying.
I'm not sure he's picking up what we can say. It's quite noisy in here already, isn't it, Glenn?
Well, it's going to get a lot noisier.
Some setting where we are as well, isn't it?
Yeah, fabulous. The Hilton Hotel right on the banks of the Tyne, the bridge.
I was going to say, what's that thing outside the window there?
That's the best bridge that was ever made. It's that good. They copied one in Australia.
Yeah.
It's such a great history of boxing in Newcastle. Tommy Burns, the former heavyweight champion of the world, who lost his title to Jack Johnson, owned a bar opposite the Central Station. Sonny Liston rode a white horse through the city centre.
You're going to enjoy tonight, aren't you?
Muhammad Ali was married here. Mind you, he's married a few places. So.
How's the football going?
Football's going okay, mate. A little blip the other day, but so it is exciting to know that we've got some good youngsters going to ply their trade in the Northeast. We've got some opportunities for some champions and some big nights. Some big nights ahead of us, and you know we've often been a little bit lost up north. It's been a long time since my day, and you know we haven't really had the success up these parts that we could have. Obviously, Stewie Hall and Savannah Marsh has done great from Hartlepool, but Tyneside, you know, for such a city, it's been starved of top quality boxing.
Well, we've got some great prospects from the Northeast, and obviously Sheffield's own Harrison Hodgson doing the business tonight. Very good, assured debut, goes to work again. Good shots to the body from Hodgson, and Arrowsmith just has to really use all his experience and tuck up there. And
well, it's good to see what he did there. Good to see the movement. You know, stepping from into different angles, attacking from different directions. So he switched on. He knows what he's trying to do. I think he can be pleased with his debut. And you never forget that first moment. It is a big night.
Well, seems a confident character.
Again, another trait of Sheffield boxers, isn't it?
Yeah, they've produced some fantastic talent. The Steel City. And let's not forget, he's 18.
Yeah.
He ends the contest with a good body shot as well. Very good stuff from Harrison Hodgson. Can be very proud of a very solid professional debut. The talent very evident, I think, for all to see. And I think Dale Arrowsmith just a little bit of nod and a wink of respect to his young opponent.
Yep, and you know, there's no shame in going 4 rounds with Dale Smith. Most good talent do the same.
Well, you've given obviously Harrison Hodgson every round. But of course, the first contest of the evening will go the way of the Hitman, Harrison Hodgson. Still to come, of course. Very talented young man in Ryszard Lewicki, who makes his debut now based in Middlesbrough, formerly of Poland. Dave Allen is in action. We're going to hear from him very shortly. And Kai Richmond and Tommy Hodgson, of course, will end the show here on Fightzone. But let's get the official results from our opening contest, because I think the man who is in the middle with the microphone is ready, as the referee Rob Kearney took a tumble in that contest. Great recovery, great recovery, but our MC is ready, and that's Paul Booth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of middleweight boxing, we ask our scoring referee Rob Kearney to decide the bouts. He has it at 40 points to 36 points in favour of our winner. From Sheffield, the Hitman, Harrison Hodgson.
Say hello to have a chat with us. Well, Harrison Hodgson has made his way from the ring now. He's just working his way around. Well, the man himself, Harrison Hodgson, is here. You've just done 4 rounds with a very, very experienced man of the road in Dale Smith. That's your professional debut. How do you think you did?
I thought I did all right, man. It wasn't my best performance, but you know what? I was well enough to go in the ring with a guy like him. He's not an idiot. He's a good man. He's been in there with a lot of experienced people. Just what I needed to do the rounds and get the experience.
Yeah, that's your professional debut. You're only 18.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a solid, mature performance from us ringside, myself and Glenn McCrory. We thought you put on a really good show. We know all about Dale. We know what he's like as well, and you did very, very well against him.
Yeah, you know, well, you can't exactly jump on a guy like that, especially in 4 rounds. It's hard, you know, you need to break someone down, and you need time to do that. So 6, 8 rounds maybe, yeah, but in 4 rounds, I'd rather get my experience in, get in there with a tough guy like him. He's been in with some good names, so I'm happy to share the ring with him.
You got the debut out of the way. What's the plan?
Fighting again next month. I want to be out at least 6 times this year, get my experience and climb up the rankings.
You got Dave Allen managing you as well. So what's he done for you?
He's done so much for me. If he wasn't here right now, I wouldn't be here. So realistically, yeah, him, my trainer, my sponsors, I've got Sugar Express, they've done so much for me, all my sponsors. So if he wasn't in my corner right now as well as them, I wouldn't be here right now. So it's this man really.
He says you're going to be a world champion, no pressure.
Hopefully, that's why I've turned over so young. So, you know, I'm learning as I go along, you know, so we'll take the right fights and get the experience in and hopefully see where it leads.
Well done tonight, you've done the business. I'm going to bring in your mate here, your manager as well. He's just taking selfies, of course he is. Selfies galore for Dave Allen, who's in the northeast now. Obviously talking to this man here, that was a really mature performance for a debut.
Yeah, I've seen Harrison. The first time I saw him, he was 17, and I saw maturity beyond his age, you know, but he is still a baby, so that kind of performance, impressive, but this man's going to go a long way, so, you know, that's just phase 1, so
now I've got to do the right. He does the work in the gym, listen to Liam, and I keep him busy and getting the right fights.
How much are you enjoying this dual role of yours now? Because obviously you're now looking after the career. There's a lot of pressure on you. You've already put pressure on him by saying he's going to be a world champion.
Yeah, well, that sells Dom as well, you know this. But I believe in him, and I believe in all the people that I work with. So, you know, by fighting tonight, the better I do, the more opportunities man will get as well. So that is what's making me thrive on what I'm doing. I need to perform, so these lot get better opportunities.
Now, we've worked with you loads on Fightzone, of course, but these paws are all wrapped again because you're going to get in there yourself in a bit. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good on fighting. I'm fighting third, so I'm on in about half an hour, but I had to watch him, so I'm going to go back now, get ready, and hopefully do the business.
And what will the business look like tonight?
If it's half as impressive as this man right here, I will be an happy man.
Right, go and get warmed up, Dave. We'll see you very soon. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you, Dave Allen. And it's on we go with the action. And of course, Fightzone is bringing you some very, very special nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and welcome to Saturday Night Fight Night. We're here at the Newcastle Hilton, and also a very warm welcome to viewers joining us wherever you are right around the world via the Fightzone TV platform. Dennis Hobson for Fight Academy in association with J.J. Crumpenson now bring you a super middleweight contest. First boxer to make his way to the ring. From Southampton, Vasif Mamadov.
Y'all ready for this?
Boxing out of Middlesbrough, introducing Ryszard Lewicki.
You think it's a game? You think it's a game? It doesn't even matter. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Yo, what's my name? Y'all gon' make me go all out. DMX. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Hey, yo, what's my name? What you got? Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. I tried so hard. What you really want? What you really want? But it doesn't even matter. Come on, try so hard. What you really want? It doesn't even matter. But it doesn't even matter. Come on, try. Give me a sign. Dog, I meet bitches, the street bitches, slash, go puff sweet bitches, make you wanna eat bitches, but not me. I tried so hard. I fuck with these hoes from a distance. And instant, they start to catch feelings, I start to... What is it you want from a nigga? I gave you, you gave me. I played you, you played me. Stop.
Dennis Hobson Promotions, in association with J.J. Crumpenson and Fight Academy, now bring you a scheduled 4 rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. On the bell at the ringside, the timekeeper is Stuart Lithgow of Hartlepool. Upon the sound of the bell, the referee in charge of this bout is Neil Close of Seaham. The bout will be scored at ringside by Ron Kearney. Boxing out of the red corner. On the scales at 11 stone, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. 2 career victories. Tonight he's wearing the black shorts and boxes out of Southampton. Introducing Vassiv Mamadov. And across the ring, wearing black and gold, making his professional debut here in the UK this evening, boxing out of the blue corner. Scaling at yesterday's weigh-in officially at 11 stone, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. He now boxes out of Middlesbrough, England, via way of his native Poland. Introducing Ryszard Lewicki. Referee Neil Close will now give his final instructions.
Okay, boxers, you both know the rules of boxing. Keep your heads up, watch them inside. Keep your punches up, I want nothing on the back of the head. Defend yourselves at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, back your corners.
The referee Neil Close with the final instructions there to our fighters. Vassiv Mamadov wearing the all-black trunks, and debutant Ryszard Lewicki, originally from Poland, moved to the UK when he was 8 years of age, now based in Middlesbrough. Grew up in Sheffield, and a real talent wearing the black shorts with gold panels. He gets to work straight away. And a really talented amateur, a 4-time Polish champion. He was on numerous GB camps. He was hindered a little bit by the Polish passport. So he says he takes a left hook as he wades in there. An early warning from him against the very, very tough Mamadov, who just sends him sprawling across the ring. He's been caught a couple of times, maybe just a bit too giddy in the opening round of his debut.
Yeah, very keen to get in there. You just got to be careful. Mamadov looks tough. Trying to take a good right hand there from Lewicki.
Well, Mamadov had 17 professional bouts, won 2, lost 13, drawn a couple. But he's a tough guy.
Sorry, Dom. Lewicki looks like he likes that left hook. He's trying to get that on. He's trying to get it on with power.
Well, like many fighters, he's been frustrated. COVID hampered his dreams of Olympic qualification. Well, the qualifiers were cancelled back in 2020, then decided to turn over. But of course, it's been a frustrating time for so many, but now finally the professional debut is here. It's been a very, very interesting opening 90 seconds for him.
It has. He looks strong, and he's getting through with some big punches. These are just stunning, Mamadov. But I think he wants to make a name for himself, Lewicki. He's got to be a little more wary of that left hook from Mamadov.
Yeah, it is the favoured shot, and again he's found a home for it. It's wild, but just that right hand of Lewicki has been low at times.
Yeah, he does just drop his hands a little bit, but he's really trying to load up, isn't he? This is someone that wants to get their opponents out of there. Mamadov never been stopped, so he's strong and durable enough, but he's under fire here. And this is a very determined Lewicki.
Again, every shot is laden with spite.
Yeah, real bad intentions in there.
Well, he's exciting, Ryszard Lewicki, no doubt about that. He's a lad that really does want to throw leather. There was no feeling out process whatsoever His first time in a professional ring, and he just absolutely went for it. He got caught a couple of times, though, particularly early on.
He did. You know what? But he's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's got my vote straight away. Because I like his attitude. I like what he's trying to do there. Yes, you know, there's improvements need to be made. You know, you can work on that jab a little bit more rather than just going straight in, trying to land the big power shots, try and soften your man up a little bit. But you know, he's obviously very keen. He's very keen to make an impression and get his name out there. And I like what he's doing. I'm not sure Mamedov does.
Well, you know, Mamedov, he had his own successes in there. He did land a few left hooks, but Levitsky just looks like he's the type of fighter that isn't bothered too much about taking the odd shot to make sure he's in range and land.
No, he looks mentally pretty tough. And you know, he's straight back, straight down to work again. And Mamedov noticeably is looking to hold on.
Again, Levitsky just moving Mamedov around, who has to hold now.
Yeah, Mamedov is looking to just close the distance down, grab whenever he can. And, you know, he's taking some very big shots when he's at range. Another left hook lands in there. But he just can't get out of the way. Desperately trying to hold now. It's a tough job for Mamedov. Just used his head a little bit there. Referee needs to tidy that up.
Well, just being warned.
Yeah, he's just dropping the head in there in a dangerous way.
I think he's feeling the heat in there. It is very, very warm in this room here at the Hilton Hotel in Gateshead. The lights extremely warm in the ring.
Nice combination there. Good volley of punches going in. Well, it's a survival course for Mamedov. Levitsky trying to get his opponent off him. He's trying to get his hands out so he can work. Well, Mamedov's trying to get punches off, but that little bit of sharpness that he had in the first round is not there. It's all a bit more of an effort.
Well, another good solid round. The professional career of Rizard Levitsky.
Yep, and he is one to watch.
Well, he's certainly an exciting fighter, isn't he? He's always going to let his hands go.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll tighten up a little bit as well and in against better opposition.
Well, you know, it's just his professional debut, so, you know, this is what these shows are about, to show us upcoming talent, to show us the new kids on the block. And we certainly got one in Rizard Levitsky. He's going to entertain us, and so just when he's got the package, when you just add to it, you'll get rid of any negatives, get the defense a bit better, get that jab working a bit better. You've got a real good prospect.
Yep, university-educated fighter. And it's been fairly clever work tonight from him. He didn't get caught in the second round. He got caught a couple of times in the first, but I think he learned from that a little bit in the second round, and it's very much one-way traffic now.
Yeah, he was just very eager in that first round. Nothing bothered him. It was just a couple of quick counters. Now he's thinking about it a little more. He's in and out of range. And using his jab and showing a bit of skill in there now, which is good to see. Well, he's using everything he can, Mamedov, to get through this one. Takes some solid right hand, and again. You said when he came in, Dom, he could be your typical Bond villain.
Oh, I wouldn't steal his pint, Glenn.
No.
Good work from Levitsky. He did fire back Mamedov, but that was really solid hooks winging into the head of Mamedov.
Yes, he's taking his clumps in there. These are good, well-delivered punches with a bit of meat behind them. And he's going to get stoppages. Mamedov is very, very tough, but and a decent journeyman, you know, knows how to survive, doesn't get stopped. But you know, this is a hard night for him. I don't think he'll have had many harder than this. And he's relentless. You know, he's not gonna stop. He's gonna keep going, trying to get him out of there.
A little smile in the corner from Rizard. Again, some good solid work again, Glenn.
Yeah, you know, you can't fault this. You know, he's very determined every round, much like the last. You know, he's going at it. He showed us at the beginning of that round some good technical work with the jab and going in and out of range with the footwork. So you can tell, you know, that GB work has paid off. Good skills.
So the fourth and final round. Rizard Levitsky, based in Middlesbrough.
Big solid right hand straight out with that one. Oh, and another one. Oh my word.
Well, he really is trying to make a statement in this fourth round. The left hook, the wild swing from Mamedov.
On the break as well.
Well, Levitsky's just kind of looked at him and said, oh, that's your game then. He looks like he can certainly take one as well.
Yeah, he looks strong. He looks durable. I mean, he hasn't had to take that many. There's a couple.
But what he has taken hasn't phased him in the slightest.
Not at all.
Oh, Mamedov is getting a point deducted for holding.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares.
It's certainly not going to make any difference to the result unless there's a big haymaker land. Oh, and a good work from Levitsky. And Mamedov says it's a slip. He's not happy about that, but it definitely was some solid work in there. He's saying it was a push, in fact, but, well, the referee Neil Close happy that was a good shot from Levitsky.
He's got eye damage around that left eye. So again, I don't think that's what he's worried about, is these big punches. Very exciting.
Oh, and the referee's seen enough. Well, Mamedov looks absolutely stunned by that. Had barely a minute really to see it out, but that is a big statement from Rizard Levitsky to get that stoppage on his record in his professional debut against the very durable Vasif Mamedov. Now,
very durable, Dom, but maybe he's too durable for his own good. And I think the referee, you know, that you don't. The shots he was taking were very, very heavy. And yes, he's tough, but you don't need to be taking any more of them than you have to.
Well, of course, it was a big
he had
right.
no chance of winning. So why get another? Why get another?
We know why these fighters obviously want to see it out, but
he's got a cut eye anyhow, so he's not going to be doing. He's not going to be out anytime soon. So no, I wouldn't argue with that. Yep, fighters, don't want to get stopped, but when you're getting hit of Rizard Levitsky, a referee's there to look after the opponents, because this kid's going to do something. He's good, solid, can box. I'm very impressed with him.
Well, he is an exciting fighter, no doubt about it, Rizard Levitsky.
Well, it's going to be a good little journey watching how he comes on.
Well, we can get the official result now as both men are called to the center of the ring by our MC, Mr. Paul Booth.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the official end of this contest falls at 1 minute 45 seconds of round number 4. Referee Neil Close stops the contest. In his professional opinion, Mamedov is in no position to continue. The winner from Middlesbrough, Rizard Levitsky.
Excellent debut from Rizard Levitsky. You said before, Glenn, it's going to be a bit of a ride with this fella. It really is.
Yep, I like him. Good work with the jab. He got hit a couple of silly shots in the first round, which you look back at and think, what was he doing? But all he was doing was trying to impress. And, he got the job done, which Mamedov does not get stopped, and he's the first one to stop him.
The thing is, as well, you love a spiteful fighter, Glenn. And that's what he showed.
I do, because that's a fighter that's going to give us entertainment. That's a fighter that's going to go on and do good stuff. This is not an easy business, and you need to get him out of there as quick as you can.
An excellent debut, and you've got a stoppage in your debut against an extremely durable opponent. Give yourself a mark out of 10.
Honestly, 4. There's a lot to improve, and in the gym, it's easier to show under pressure with all the nerves. It kind of declines a little bit. It's like a driving test. You're always a little bit more nervous, but I got the job done, and it's the best I've made the weight so far. It's all a learning curve towards the very top.
You're going to be an exciting fighter, though. We've said this in commentary because you came out that first round. You did take a couple as well, but you're the type of fighter, it looks like, that couldn't care less about getting a couple on your way in because you loaded up. I'll say loaded up. There was spite in every shot.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, in the first round, I needed to get my mind switched on. That's why I got caught a few times with silly ones. They weren't of any quality, just silly, my fault, and I criticised myself for that. But yeah, I go in there with spite, like you said, venom. Every shot, get him out of there, and we managed to get that done.
So what's the plan now? Because we want to see you again soon.
30th of April in Bolton, I'll find Jack Massey's undercard. You'll see me again there. Hopefully, it's more rounds, a better learning curve for me, and again, another step towards the top.
And I know you're a very good amateur. Now you finally get your professional debut out of the way. I know it's been frustrating time for a lot of fighters like yourself. You had obviously Olympic ambitions that had to go to one side, but now, Estelle, you're still a young man. What's the plan for the next year?
Well, I went to the Olympic qualifiers.
Yeah.
COVID struck, they got cancelled. Nothing you could do. I was sitting around waiting. Eventually made a decision to turn professional. And like I said, I'm not aiming for a 1 year. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I want the very top. I want to go as far as I can go. I want to bring back the old boxing, where number 2 fights number 1, fights number 3, every bloody week, non-stop. And that's what I want to do. I had 131 fights in 16 years of non-stop combat. So I know how it feels, and I wanted to replicate that now in the professional ranks.
Now I know you kind of grew up in Sheffield, you're based in Middlesbrough now,
yeah.
Polish by birth, so you're flying the 2 flags as well, aren't you? You got a good fan base around you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very proud to be able to represent both nations. If I can win the British title and the Polish title and then move forward up European and see where I can go, that's at the moment, it's kind of the plan of going forward.
Well, it was great fun. Well done tonight.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Rizard.
Cheers.
Of course, Rizard, great debut for him. Plenty more to come on Fight Zone and plenty of action coming your way as well. Going to be on this, Bill. Just tell us what's happened.
On Monday I went for my annual brain scan and it got sent to the board, everything, and then on Wednesday we got the phone call saying they found something come back on the scan. Thursday I found out it's a colloid cyst that's formed in my head, so we're just waiting to find out what tests I need to get. So see what the British Boxing Board of Control say about what tests I need to be cleared. I've got to get cleared and then get back fighting, doing what we do, yeah.
And are you confident it's just a blip?
It happened 2 years ago with my heart. I thought I had a heart murmur. So I'm feeling fit. I'm still training hard. You know what I mean? Nothing changes. Just a little bit in the road, and we'll hopefully come back from this and on to bigger and better things, man.
Well, that's good to hear. But how gutted is it not to be able to fight? You know, it's a home crowd, of course, and you know, Northeast boxing is coming back strong, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously having Tommy coming home and stuff like that. It's a massive show to be on, especially for his homecoming. Like I say, it's broke me heart. Obviously, for since I found out Wednesday, it's broke me heart, crushing us. But you just got to keep your chin up and move on, man. Innit? Obviously, I'm here to support everybody. Keep them. I would be here no matter what. You know what I mean, fighting or not. Obviously, there's the big man, the G man. But so we'll just move on and obviously support the lads that are fighting tonight, and then move on for me, hopefully.
I know Glenn's a big fan of yours,
yeah,
so he's a big fan of all the Northeast fighters, obviously, but he's obviously a big fan of yours. So hopefully all being well, we'll see you soon. You've got your smile still, that's the main thing.
Man, of course, you can't lose this, man. You can't. They're going to take them all, more than a heart, the brain scan to take the smile away from you.
Good man, good man. Well, fantastic to see you. We'll get on with the action now, Anthony. Anyway, enjoy it tonight as much as you can, and we'll see you soon on Fight Zone. Of course, we are going to get on with the action here at the Hilton Hotel in Gateshead.
This is our Saturday night of boxing here in the great northeast of England. We're live on Fightzone TV, brought to you by Dennis Hobson and JJ Crumpenson for Fight Academy. And time now to bring on the heavyweights Firstly, to make his way to the ring, from Bulgaria, Milan Pauno.
Bonkers.
I wake up every day is a daydream. Everything in my life ain't what it seems. I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy baseline is my kind of silence. Everybody says that I gotta get a grip, but I let Sunday Eve give me the slip.
Bonkers.
Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free.
Here he is, boxing fans. The White Rhino is in town. Introducing Dazzling Dave Allen.
Oh, the top feels so much better than the bottom. So much better. Man, use a window shopper. Mad at me, I think I know why. Man, use a window shopper. In the jewelry store, looking at shit you can't buy. Man, use a window shopper. In the dealership, trying to get a test drive. Man, use a window shopper. Man, it's when you see me ride by. Summertime, white boy's career is milky. I'm on the grind, let my paper stack when I'm filthy. It's funny how I get the screw facing at me. Anyhow, they ain't got the heart to get at me. I get down south side the hood that I come from. So I don't cruise to nobody hood without my gun.
Here we go then, boxing fans. Time now for a heavyweight contest. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. On the bell ringside is our timekeeper Stuart Lithgow of Hartlepool. Upon the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Neil Close of Seaham. The bout scored at ringside by Ron Kearney. Boxing out of the red corner. He's wearing the black shorts trimmed with gold. His weight for the bout is 15 stone, 5 pounds, 8 ounces. 5 victories, including 4 going inside the scheduled distance. He boxes out of Burgas, Bulgaria. Introducing Milan Power Pauno. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, stands his opponent, wearing the white, silver and purple shorts this evening. He's scaled at the weigh-in at 18 stone, 11 pounds even. 19 career victories, including 16 big wins going by way of KO. Standing in the ring this evening is a former WBC International and WBA Continental Heavyweight title challenger and 2 times Commonwealth Heavyweight title challenger. He is the fighting pride of Conisbrough, Yorkshire, the one and only White Rhino. He is the Doncaster de la Hoya, the one and only People's Champion. That is Dazzling Dave Allen. Referee Neil Close with his final instructions.
Okay, boys, you both know the rules of boxing. Watch your heads inside, keep your heads up. The belt line is there. I want no holding and watch the punches on the back of the head. I want none of that. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
So Dave Allen back in the ring again, back on Fight Zone, wearing the silver trunks. Rhino on the front, the White Rhino, of course, from Doncaster, in against Milan Pauno from Bulgaria, wearing black with yellow trim. Now Dave Allen wants to get in with some serious competition very soon, but this a 4-rounder as he edges back to where, of course, he has been a 2-time Commonwealth title challenger. He's headlined the O2, of course, that big night against Lucas Brown. And tonight in against Pauno, he's got a sizable weight advantage, Dave Allen. He weighed in 18 stone 11 against Milan Pauno, who's 15 stone 5, and you'd expect him to take full advantage of that, Glenn, and obviously make pretty light work you'd expect of Pauno, whose record 5 wins, 8 defeats.
Well, Alan shown Panov plenty of respect in these early moments of this fight. Just looking to keep it at long range. Hasn't really started to load up yet. But probably doing the right thing, just having a look at his opponent. Still a little tentative with the jab, Alan.
Well, Panov's record, the 5 wins he does have, 4 are inside the distance. That respect you're talking about, maybe. He's aware he does carry a little bit of power. It was slip from Alan.
Well, he's just having a feeling out round here, Dave Allen. Hasn't looked to really sort of put some power in. We'll see that soon. I think when he starts landing some of those hefty body shots, we'll get a reaction.
First heavy body shot lands from Allen. Oh, and another one, and you just saw Milan Panov just grimace there, and another hook to the body. And it's those body shots you feel are going to do the damage tonight.
Well, I was just waiting for when Alan started to just plant his feet in the canvas and started really trying to get some meat into those shots, and he's doing it now. He knows Panov not enjoying that, and that's where he's going to target.
Well, Panov just breathing quite heavy there. He did catch Allen with a jab at the end of the round, but it was a clear round for Dave Allen, and just stepped it up at the end with that good body work. It's important, of course, isn't it, that Dave Allen, as he feels his way back in after briefly retiring, of course, he wants the big nights again. He wants the Alan Babbiches of this world, but he's got to do the business, obviously, against talent like Milan Panov.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's in any great hurry, Dave. I think he just wants to feel his way through it, see where it takes him at this stage in his life and in his career, which is wise. That suits him. So it's little steps at the moment.
Well, we saw him on Fight Zone back in August against Andrea Pesci. That was his first fight post-pandemic. He's still with us, of course, but since lockdown, if you like. Did fight Dorian Darch after the David Price fight, and the Price fight, of course, was a very painful night for David Allen.
Kind of landing with a left hand. And looking to close the distance down there. He's felt the power of Allen. Some little problem there for Panov. He's just got a thumb in the eye or a bit of lace in the eye. Just a bit disturbed there.
Well, the body shot sinks in again.
Well, tentative couple of jabs from Panov.
Oh, and a body shot again, and he doesn't like this Panov at all. He just stopped there. Defend yourself at all times, and Dave Allen is going for him now. Can sense the finish is here. The finish is nigh. Surely the referee waves it off. And Milan Panov. Well, Milan Panov looks confused. The referee has seen enough. Dave Allen, I'm not sure, was sure what was going on there.
I think he felt that Panov, quit maybe too early. He wanted to hurt him a bit more. But you could tell the body shots were taking the toll the round before, and it was just a matter of time.
Well, you said yourself there was something that had affected him just a minute earlier. And from that moment on, he didn't look like he wanted to be in there. The body shots kept coming as well.
No,
and he just stopped boxing at the end, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He just quit. He hadn't gone down, but he just quit. He was confused. I think maybe he wanted a bit more of a challenge, and that didn't turn out to be that, but it's a win, and a stoppage win.
Well, he did get a bit of work in. Dave Allen, as you say, maybe he wanted a bit more, but we'll find out off the big man himself very, very shortly. But we can get the official result with our MC, Paul Booth.
The official end of the contest falls at 1 minute 33 seconds of round number 2. Referee Neil Close has stopped the contest. In his professional opinion, Milan Paunov is in no position to continue. The winner, it is win number 20 for the White Rhino, dazzling Dave Allen.
So Dave Allen will pose for pictures now. He's got the job done. He's watched his fighter, Harrison Hodgson, get his win earlier on. His fight now out of the way. He can relax and enjoy the rest of the evening. Of course, still to come, Kai Richmond from Spennymoor down the road in County Durham. He's in action against Viktor Veslipsev. And then the main event. Another hitman. We've had 2 hitmen on the show tonight. It's Tommy Hodgson from North Shields in against Rustem Fakhulin.
We're just seeing the finish now. And it was impressive when he started letting his hands go. Alan, you'd heard him with the body shot. Good left hook goes in there, starts to sink to the floor. And Alan knows straight away what he has to do. It's time just to pick it up, let the shots go. And the referee, rightfully so, straight in there.
Well, Dave Allen is making his way ringside, where I'll make my way. Well, you got the job done in against this fella here. Now, he didn't want it, did he? I mean, in the second round, when you started landing those body shots, you could see that he'd kind of lost enthusiasm for the job.
Well, I was trying for rounds, that's the problem. So I come out nice and steady, and I caught him with a little tap to the body, and I felt it. And I come out to the corner and he said, Dave, you're going to have to finish it, mate. There's no point getting rounds here. It's not going to do you any good. So just come out. Caught with an uppercut. There was nothing in it, and that was it. But now I'm turning 30 on Monday. I'm a very powerful man, very strong, powerful man. Still not doing what I do in the gym. It's a bit sloppy, but I think that'll always be the way. Transferring it from the gym to the ring is a different thing, but what I am is strong and powerful. So I'm an hard man to beat, to be honest. To beat me, you're going to have to stay away from me, and all the best ones I've done previously. But if you're not very good, I will get you, and I'll let you, and I'll knock you out.
What's the plan now? We've heard all about Alan Babic and all the rest of it, and that's probably in the future. What do you want to do now? You've had a couple of fights back since the David Price fight.
I've had 2 rounds in 2 years, and that's another round and a half, but it's not much cop. I think I'm going to go on the Sheffield Bill in 2 weeks. Hopefully better opposition. It's hard at the minute. It's no one's fault. It's just how it is. So hopefully going in 2 weeks. I'm not ready for Alan Babic. To be honest, I thought I was before tonight. I'm not. Probably 3 or 4 fights off from proper camps.
Why'd you say that then? I mean, obviously you weren't really going to get a massive test tonight, but why do you feel now that you're not ready?
Just sluggish. Timing's off completely. I've got to be honest, I mean, I'm a critic of myself, and I've not had to watch it back, but I thought it was pretty poor, really. I thought I was slow, I thought I was sluggish, I thought my timing was off. I thought it was a poor performance, really. So hopefully boxing 2 weeks. better opposition will be better for me. Someone throw punches at me, give more opportunity to hit them. Because I hit them, I will out them. Doesn't matter who it is.
Just bring in Steve Crump from Fightzone. Dave wants to be out in a couple of weeks, obviously in the Rotherham show. So what's the plan?
Yeah, I think Dave needs now to be pushed and tested a little bit. We need to get him out more frequent. Like he just said, he's only boxed 2 rounds, and you know he can angle himself, as we all know, but he needs to now start stepping it up, doing 6 and 8 rounders.
I need more time in the ring. So hopefully I've watched in 2 weeks. You know, another 4 or 6, then move on to 6 and 8s, and yeah, I'm not ready for the Babbages or anyone else at that level, and that's being honest. And you know, with Steve and Dennis, I think we'll get there. We'll definitely get there, but it's going to take a bit more time than I thought.
Cheers, Dave. Dave Allen there, being a bit hard on himself, but he did get the job done. And of course, Fightzone is bringing you all the action, and we've got big nights coming soon.
We're here in the great northeast of England, and wherever you are joining us via the Fightzone TV platform, a very warm welcome. Dennis Hodgson and JJ Crumpenson for Fight Academy now bring you a super featherweight contest. First boxer to make his way to the red corner, Victor Veslistev. And now to make his way to the blue corner, he makes his debut tonight in the world of professional boxing. From Spennymoor, County Durham, it's Cobra Kai Richmond. This bout sponsored by Insta Group and Empire, brought to you by Dennis Hodgson Promotions in association with JJ Crumpenson for Fight Academy, and live right around the world via the Fightzone TV platform. We now bring you a super featherweight contest. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. On the bell, the timekeeper at ringside is Stuart Lithgow of Hartlepool. Upon the sound of the bell, the third man in the ring is our referee, introducing Neil Close of Seaham. The bout scored at ringside by Ron Kearney. Boxing out of the red corner, wearing the red shorts trimmed with white. On the scales at 9 stone 4 pounds even. 1 career victory which finished inside the scheduled distance. He boxes out of Southampton, introducing Victor Veslistev. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, standing in the ring this evening for the first time as a professional boxer, scaling at yesterday's weigh-in officially at 9 stone 4 pounds even. He wears the white shorts trimmed with gold. He makes the switch to boxing from his former amateur MMA career, where he was a multiple MMA champion. He boxes out of Spennymoor, County Durham, introducing Cobra Kai Richmond. Referee Neil Close with his final instructions.
Okay, boys, just doing boxing. You know what I expect. Watch your heads inside, keep your punches up, defend yourselves at all times, and obey my commands.
Well, Kai Richmond wearing the white and gold shorts. The 21-year-old from Spennymoor in County Durham, who's brought more than a few with him here tonight. In against Viktor Veslitsev, the Southampton-based road warrior. 1 victory, 8 defeats on the record. Never been stopped. And Cobra Kai Richmond, as he goes by, walking to the ring with the headband on. A professional debut, Glenn, but he's had 16 MMA contests. He's certainly battle-hardened, and plenty of support here tonight for him.
Very much so. Good support. Spennymoor, very established club. Been there many, many times. Good people there. And he will have good support. He's 21 years of age. As you say, he's got that MMA background. So just having a look at Veslitsev.
Just got to work there, Richmond. He's been patient with that jab, but just let the first hook of the night go.
Yep, just taking his time, just having a look at Veslitsev, but then landing a good solid shot.
Got a good frame, Richmond, hasn't he? Big broad shoulders, long levers.
Another solid right hand lands. So far, it's the right hand that's having the most success. Good straight punch right off the shoulder. Slotted on target.
Just lost his balance a little bit there, Richmond, but he's got a problem in front of him in the shape of Viktor Veslitsev, who is shorter than him, and he fights short as well. He's trying to make it very awkward for the taller man in Kai Richmond.
Well, Richmond is going to get lots of opponents like this. But he is managing to get through with the right hand.
Yep, the right hand again finding a home. And the cheers go up from the noisy Spennymoor fans. And again, just finishes with a good right again, just to announce himself as a professional boxer.
Well, so far, that's been the preferred punch. Hasn't been able to miss with that. And is landing it timed well. Just needs to maybe try and get the left hook on behind that. You know, start getting the combinations going, but a good first round. And another good young professional to come through in Kyle Richmond.
Well, you were saying before how this area has been starved of champions. Of course, Lewis Ritson.
It's been starved of opportunity. You know, the champions could have come, but it's the opportunities that they get so often. Northeast fighters are used in the away corner. And you know, we haven't had the cameras and the promoters up here promoting our own boys, and that's happening now. Certainly, Fightzone intend to do that, so we'll see them come through now on a level playing field.
Well, I did touch on Lewis Ritson, who obviously had a great spell blitzing through the lightweight division to become British champion, and just had a couple of blips, a couple of off nights, and still rebuilding, of course, Lewis Ritson, and there is still going to be a lot of attention in this part of the world over the next coming weeks.
Yeah, we've got the McCormick boys, we've got Cyrus Patterson. There's a bevy of local talent here that's all going to come through and get their opportunity to shine.
Well, still patient work from Richmond in this second round. Well, Veselivsev, his last 2 fights have been with debutants. He was out last week against Callum Lee, a points defeat, and the week before that, just a fortnight ago, Jake Clark. Well, he had his arm raised in that one. First round retirement of Clark. So he's had a recent victory.
Well, Richmond's starting to open up now, show some of the talent that he has.
And just edging forward patiently. Now lets the hands go.
That was better from Richmond, trying to get the combinations off. Too many single shots, just trying to work his way in past that defense of Vettel. It's love. He's standing up tall, using his height, using his reach. He's trying to get that jab to connect.
Good right hand again. Taken well by Veselivsev.
He carries the left hand fairly low, but it's sharp, it's effective. And that was better still from Kai Richmond from Spennymoor on his pro debut. Been in the gyms, in or around the gym since he was 12 years of age. So fighting very much in the blood.
What's it like boxing in front of the Northeast crowd then, Glenn?
It's, you know, I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but I think we got the best fans in the world. And you see that most weeks in Newcastle United. So, yeah, tremendous fans. And it'll just be good. You know, my dream was always to fight at St. James's Park. It'll be great to see a local lad, you know, one day fill St. James's.
So round 3, it's been all one way for Kai Richmond so far. He spins his man and goes to work. I'm struggling to remember Richmond getting tagged at all, Glenn.
No, he's got good defensive skills. No, technically, he's good. The jab's starting to work now. The right hands work right from the start of this contest.
Good work again from Richmond. A little bit of showboating from Veselivsev, and that's usually the sign that he's got through.
He just managed to land a jab there. Veselivsev. Well, this is relatively comfortable for Kai Richmond. Doing everything asked of him.
He's doing the right things, isn't he? Because he is awkward. His opponent is very awkward, and he's not getting frustrated. He's
not
very
getting
patient.
carried away, Dom, either. You know, it's his debut. You know, there's reason to rush in, and you could spoil everything just getting over eager. But he's doing it right. You know, he's working behind his jab, just waiting for the opportunity to present itself.
Jab still working well for Richmond. He's still coming forward though, Viktor Veslitsev.
Yeah, he's competitive, and that's good. No, he's given Richmond a bit of a test. So he knows what he's doing. Veslitsev. And that's 3 rounds out of 3 for Kai Richmond.
Plenty of talent on show tonight at the Hilton Hotel here in Gateshead. We've already been treated to a couple of cracking bouts, a couple of excellent prospects. Rizard Levitsky, remember that name because he looks like one that will excite in a big, big way going forward. Harrison Hobson, also an impressive debut. Well, Kai Richmond doing the job as well.
Yep, it's good to see. It's good to see the stock of talent. Very impressed with Levitsky and impressed with Kai Richmond as well. And Hobson. So we've had some good talent on view this evening. I'm looking forward to see how they progress. It's exciting when you see young talent coming through, and you wonder just how far they're going to get. You know, they're going to have them big dreamy nights, you know, when they get to win major honors.
This Fight Zone bringing you all the action in you. Home of UK boxing. Veslitsev is really trying to urge Richmond on now, screaming at him in there.
He's a bit of a character, isn't he? I'm not quite sure what his purpose is for taking your hands away from your face.
He's trying to in some way rattle Kai Richmond, who looks very unmoved.
Yeah, well, I think Richmond just needs to slot another right hand in when he does that.
It is important as well, isn't it? This is his first professional boxing contest, but when you have competed in MMA and you've had those experiences, it all counts, doesn't it, in terms of what he's now going to do, the path he forges in professional boxing.
Yeah, very much so. You know, he's had that experience in front of crowds, so he's a little further on than some of them. But so far, he's equipped himself very well in his debut in professional boxing.
Yep, getting the job done against the tough 35-year-old Veslitsev. He's a boxer tricks himself.
well, he doesn't present many opportunities. Let's your hands are up high, good defense. But I like that right hand. He throws it correct, straight off the shoulder, whips the power into that.
Well, Viktor Veslivtsev is really having a go at the final knockings of that round, having a real go. He's enjoying himself now, isn't he? Playing to the crowd. He thinks they're all here for him.
Yeah, I've got a surprise for him.
But he really started to turn it on in the final knockings of the round. It would have been good for him to see him do that a bit earlier.
Yeah, well, he did more than make the numbers up. Veslivtsev. I think I've pronounced that about 10 times all different.
Just call him Victor.
Yeah, I know. I should have tried that 4 rounds ago.
So assess Kai Richmond's debut, Glenn.
Yeah, you know what? I think good debut. He did what he had to do. Didn't rush in. Didn't get carried away. He was patient, which means he's a thinking fighter.
Well, MC Paul Booth has the scorecard.
Ladies and gentlemen, a show of appreciation for the efforts of both of our professional boxers. So the bout is decided by Ron Kearney, who scored it from ringside. He has the bout scored at 40 points to 36 points in favour of the winner, who is Cobra Kai Richmond!
A clear shutout then for Kai Richmond, who is off and running as a professional fighter.
And it's good to see.
Tickets, so there's a promoter's dream.
It's really good to see that as well. Spending more, probably somewhere we might want to visit with a show down there. Great boxing town, great club, and we've had lots of champions, lots of success, and we've got another one in Kai Richmond.
Well, of course, still to come the main event. And this place will be bouncing for Tommy Hitman Hodgson, who boxes at home for the first time as a professional. Big night for him.
Yep. Good challenger there.
Well, I'm going to make myself
and a good performance
available ringside, Glenn. I'll just go and find the man himself. Well, here he is, Kai Richmond. You've got the debut out of the way.
Yeah,
now, firstly, he's a boxer tricks, that fella, but you were patient, which was key.
Yeah, I had to be patient. He wasn't throwing much, but when he did, it was a big, powerful right hand or a left hook, so a lapse in concentration, you know what can happen. So it was just staying switched on for 12 minutes and not letting myself lose concentration.
Now, everyone's debut, you've got to deal with nerves, you've got your family and friends here and everything else. How did you feel in there?
To be honest, I've just been lying around all day. I've been dead relaxed, I'm nervous, everyone's nervous when they're fighting, but I was surprisingly relaxed leading into this one. In my MMA career, I've fought on the away end plenty of times against tougher opponents, so I brought that experience into this.
Well, we made notes of that in the commentary, that because you've got that experience, you've already dealt with a lot of this kind of stuff already, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. I've dealt with all the pre-fight nerves. They never go away, but you learn how to deal with them a little bit better. And I've brought all that into today, and I've just been really relaxed. It's helped a lot that I've been close to home, sleeping in my own bed last night, sleeping in my own bed tonight, having all my friends and family here. It's like pushed me the extra mile.
I mean, you're going to do a few tickets every time you fight as well, aren't you?
Yeah, especially when it's up this end, I'll definitely get a crowd. I can expect more than that next time as well.
Yeah, well, we look forward to that. Steve is a good lad, this one.
Listen, I just want to welcome Kai to Fightzone, and it's a privilege for Fightzone to have his debut fight on live on our channel. Hopefully, he does some more with us, and just welcome to the family, son. You've done a great job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I look forward to the future with you. So.
Well, quick turnaround for you. You can see Tommy Hodgson in action coming up now as well.
Yeah, definitely. I probably won't bother getting changed. I'll just come straight out and watch it. I've already missed the rest of them. I've been pushed up the bill a little bit.
Well, listen, well done tonight. We'll let you go. Steve, you stay here. I want another word with you. Well done tonight, Kai. I'll let you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you, mate.
Right, Steve, just want to bring you in. Obviously, we've seen some great action already, some great prospects, but I know that as far as Fight Zone's concerned, we've got some big news coming soon. I know you can't tell me everything, but what can you tell me?
Well, I can't really say too much, but there's a press announcement on Tuesday regarding Anna ranking. So tune in on Tuesday and watch this space. That's the only thing I can say at this moment in time. Big news.
Well, the main thing is exciting plans coming forward.
Yeah, look, we've started, we're not stopping. All right, we had to have January off because of what with COVID and what have you. But up to now, you know, we've done Canada last week, we did Aberdeen last week. We're not stopping again. I think we've got a week off next week, which I think we all deserve, but then we're on it again. So, yeah, onwards and upwards again.
And exciting times for Hannah Rankin, the world champion, of course.
Of course, yeah, you know, she's the first Scottish world champion for a female, and she's due to defend it very, very soon. So we're going to do a press announcement on Tuesday, and all will be revealed.
Good action tonight as well, a couple of good prospects we've seen.
It's been a great show, you know. The Newcastle fans and the Geordie fans have been absolutely fantastic. They always are, but the atmosphere in here is just electric. It's fantastic, loving every minute of it.
And of course, we still have the main man himself, the main event, Tommy Hitman Hodgson. He's coming next, right here on Fight Zone.
It is now time for our featured bout of the evening. A scheduled 6 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. First boxer to make his way to the ring from Southampton, Rustam Fatkali.
I just gotta get through this. If only I can get, I just gotta get through this. I just gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta make it through. Said I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get through this. I gotta take my mind off of you. Give me just a second and I'll be alright. Sure that one more moment couldn't break my heart. Give me till tomorrow, then I'll be okay. Just another day and then I'll hold you tight.
And for the first time in his professional boxing career, he's back home fighting in his home city. And he's brought with him a perfect professional fight record. Please welcome the Hitman, Tommy Hodgson.
Baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Welcome to viewers joining us right around the world via the Fightzone TV network. Dennis Hobson, in association with J.J. Crumpenson for Fight Academy, bring you the officials, and they are ready. The boxers are in their corners with their teams, and they are ready. So for the boxing fans ringside here in the northeast of England. And the viewers joining us live, free and exclusive on Fightzone TV. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started! Standing in the red corner with his head trainer Al Siesta, officially on the scales at 10 stone 8 ounces. 8 professional victories, including 3 going inside the scheduled distance. He's wearing the black shorts trimmed with silver this evening and boxes out of Southampton. Give a respectful boxing welcome to Rustam Fadkale. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, standing there with his head trainer Dane Lang, is his undefeated opponent. On the scales at 10 stone 4 ounces, wearing his beloved black and white this evening. His fight record is perfect. 4 visits to the ring as a professional with 4 victories. Standing in the ring this evening as a former national and international amateur champion, former member of Team GB Boxing. Tonight, this is fight number 5 of his professional career. And he makes it right here in his home city, where he is the fighting pride of NE29. Introducing the exciting talent of North Shields Hitman, it is Tommy Hodgson. Referee Ron Kearney with his final instructions.
Okay, boys, keep your heads out, keep the punches up, keep it clean. Be my command for all times and protect yourself for all times. Touch gloves, come out, box for the bell. Good luck.
So the 5th professional contest for the very well supported Tommy Hodgson, wearing the Newcastle United colours, the black and white stripes, in against Rustam Fadkale, based in Southampton, wears black with the silver trim. We've seen him the last couple of weeks on Fightzone against Alfie Winter in London at the Tower Hotel, and Calvin McCall last week in Aberdeen. A busy, busy man. Tommy Hodgson wants to be busy. He wants to win titles, wants to go all the way to the top, and he's a real talent, an excellent amateur. He's not put a foot wrong as a professional, the 25-year-old from North Shields. And it sounds like half the North Shields are in this building right now, Glenn McCrory, because it has really upped the ante in terms of the atmosphere tonight.
It has, and well supported, Tommy. And you know, he'll be really glad he's got a chance to box in his native town.
Well, he's done a load of tickets, but it is his first professional contest at home. He's been on the road so far in Sheffield or Rotherham. But now, he is on the banks of the River Tyne, and he fully intends to enjoy this moment, and against a wily opponent. He knows that he's got a durable, awkward man in front of him tonight, so he's going to have to be patient.
He certainly is, and already you see Fadkale, you know, hanging on whenever he can, just trying to, you know, waste time at every opportunity.
That's a lovely jab. Hodgson just got through that guard. Part of the GB setup, of course, Tommy Hodgson won a senior ABA title. Boxed at that Berkeley club. Produced 1 or 2 fighters.
Pardon?
Berkeley?
Yeah, they certainly have. Yep, neighbours Stanley, my hometown.
Patton Luke McCormack, of course, Callum French, Mark Dickinson. All peers of Tommy Hodgson.
Well, it's one of those where success breeds success, doesn't it? When you've got that buzz in a gym, it's like, you know, the Winterbank days. You know, when one fight, you know, it just rubs off on the other fighters, and that was Berkeley. Still is. Well, obviously, it's all about getting an education in there, And I know I was fairly critical of Tommy last time out, but you know, I am a fan and a supporter, and any criticism will always be, you know, aimed at what he's doing wrong. Constructive criticism.
Well, we watched his debut against Naeem Ali on Fightzone back in August, and it was as good a debut as you'll ever see. A professional make against a very, very, very good opponent in Ali. But Tommy Hodgson, a real talent, and he's eased himself through round one of his 5th professional bout.
Yeah, quite erratic, Fat Coolin. So it's just about starting to settle down as the rounds go on. It'll give him, you know, he'll get more opportunities to get punches off. So he's just got to look for the opportunities to come. You know, I wanted Tommy to be, you know, get a little more spite with his work, and I think that's something that, you know, he just needs to bear in his head, bear in his mind.
Well, we spoke to him at the top of the show tonight, didn't we? Just about what he wants to do in the game, but also how he has to be patient because he's had 4 fights. They've all gone the distance, but you made the point. At this stage of his career, he's in against these awkward journeymen that it's extremely hard to look good against and also to get out of there.
You know, it's a big test in your career when you go up against those guys because they, you know, it gives the opportunity for you not to look as good as you want. But you've got to get through that. That's all part of the learning stage, you know, because they're tricky guys. You know, and you're on a hiding and nothing if they've got long losing streaks. But, you know, the thing is that tells you nothing about how good they are. It's just a different mindset they have.
Good jab from Hodgson again, just flicks the head back of Fat Coolin.
That's better, he's giving himself space, he's trying to get the jab working.
Well, we can hear the crowd here tonight. Tommy Hodgson, he has the potential to be one of these football fighters, if you know what I mean. He's got the football crowd behind him. He's got Newcastle United, obviously, his beloved club, just over the water from where we are at the moment. Again, it really helps, doesn't it? Ricky Hatton had Man City and that whole football world. Josh Warrington with Leeds has that. He's got something like that going for him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. But the Northeast boxing fraternity are very much a community. You know, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, you know, there's not that rivalry as such in the boxing. Never has been. Lots of really good friends I've got from Sunderland. I just don't speak to them on a Saturday.
Well, you don't need to worry about them at the moment anyway,
No,
do you?
I know. I still don't speak to them though, just in case.
Well, Hodgson's just got Fat Coolin on his bike now.
Well, concentrating, Hodgson, looking for the openings, found one to the body there. Yeah, nice combination, body and head. And it, you know, he does look as if his concentration is, you know, he's more alert in this fight than he was in his last. So if I've managed to give him a little G up, then I'm quite happy with that. But good work with the jab. He's relaxing now, starting to think about it a little bit.
Well, Rustin Fatkulin's doing what he does. We've seen him do that, of course, the last couple of weeks.
And I think if you look on box rec, he's got about the next
15 weeks old.
already plotted. You know, but he's actually got them dates. They're down there. He's got them dates scheduled in the diary.
Yep.
You know, that you can't do that unless you're a good enough fighter. And he is. He knows how to get through fights and give some trouble and make it tough in there.
What a time, though, to be a road warrior.
Very much so.
And these men are in big demand.
Just having to take a right hand there, Hodgson.
Well, Fatkulin's getting a little ticking off by the referee, Rob Kearney. Good hook from Hodgson, followed up with a swift jab. He's clever tying up the arms all the time, isn't he? Whenever they're getting close, Fatkulin.
Absolutely. Doesn't give any space. Tries not to let any opponent work at their distance. Straight away closes it down. Don't give Hodgson the gaps to work in.
Fatkulin, just when he does attack, he kind of rushes in, doesn't he? Just slings one and then holds.
Exactly. Just trying to land with one. And he's having to work for this, Hodgson. He's having to be rough. He's having to try and push him off, give himself a bit of room. But he's boxing well.
Good work to the body from Hodgson.
And, I sense more of an urgency in the work of Tommy Hodgson, that he wants to get the job done.
Well, Rustin Fatkulin, he won his first 8 fights, then took to the road. He's lost 23 on the bounce. He's only been stopped twice, and that was very early on in his journeyman career, if you like. But he has truly learnt the ropes and the art of surviving now, so Tommy Hodgson knew it before. If he didn't, he knows it now. There's no point in getting too giddy with this fella.
No, but all he's got to do is just show the mental attitude to keep it going. Keep the pressure on. Don't slacken off. Keep it on. Keep that. Keep being spiteful. Keep trying to get him out of there. It's a very big statement if he could get Fatkulin out of there. Well, it really is party atmosphere in here.
Notice all the Newcastle flags being flown at the other end of the room. So yeah, you said St James's Park. I think that's a real dream of Tommy Hodgson.
Well, these things can happen.
So the 4th round of a scheduled 6.
Dream it and believe it.
Good work again from Hodgson.
Yeah, this is what he just has to keep these sort of attacks on. Much better work from Hodgson. And his variety's been good. He's worked well, the head and body, the jab is getting better. You can tell the hours in the gym are paying off.
Well, Pat Cullen does his rush attack once more.
Rush attack and then a grab. Just buying himself time. And that's what the clever genuine do. But these sort of fighters are so difficult. You know, you're trying to look good. You want to try and impress. And, you know, they make it messy. They grab, they hold, they close the distance off.
Oh, good hooks to body and head then from Hodgson.
Well, he's in a lot more of a rush in this contest than his last, Tommy.
Well, it's just his second sixth rounder as well. Tommy Hodgson did 6 rounds with Lee Connolly last time out, last month.
But good work. You know, it's tough when your opponent is going to grab every opportunity he has. That makes it hard.
The crowd's lively. Is this just the start of the night, Glenn?
This is just a normal Saturday night in Toon.
Well, when I arrived into Newcastle today, the party was already in full swing.
No, I know.
Early afternoon, I'm talking.
That's off last night.
Everywhere you looked.
It certainly is.
Everyone well dressed, enjoying the very many hostelries that line the water here.
Well, it's strange how, you know, Newcastle Gateshead, you know, the connection with both sides of the river is you know, Gateshead's had a lot more of the history of boxing events than actually the city.
For those that don't know the area, though, don't know Newcastle, obviously the Tyne separates Newcastle and Gateshead, but it isn't like the Mersey with Liverpool and Birkenhead. You can walk across it in a couple of minutes.
Yes,
so and there's plenty of
so.
bridges as well, so it's really accessible between the two, isn't it?
Very, very much. And this is a beautiful hotel. You're on the Gateshead side. You got the stage, the Sage, which is fabulous, iconic building.
But are you still technically a Geordie if you're from Gateshead?
Yes. I'm a little bit further out and I'm still technically a Geordie, whether they like it or not. Well, Geordie, there's one of the names of Geordie is they say it comes from the Durham pit lamb, the Geordie lamb.
So it's more than the city.
Definitely.
So the Geordie Tommy Hodgson. Just dealing with Rustin Fatkulin as best he
from
can.
North Shields, which is, if anybody ever, absolute wonderful area, great fish market. Tynemouth next door with fabulous beach bars and great part of the world, Dom.
It's all right, Glenn. We know. You don't have to sell it to me anymore. I'm a fan.
I will continue to sell it.
I've enjoyed many top days and nights up here for football and boxing, Glenn. It's always been a joy. Good work from Hodgson once more. He would love to make a statement with this man tonight and produce a stoppage.
Well, he's got his foot more on the gas than he's had in the past. And, you know, I'm glad to see that. You know, I think, you know, he's took some, you know, my criticism is he's took it on board that he has to be full on. You know, he's got to have that concentrated manner and really go about your work. And he's doing that. There's a bit more power in those right hands, biting down on his gum shield.
Well, the football crowd in full effect again. You know, he trialled for Newcastle, Tommy. Very good footballer. Did you ever have dreams of being a footballer, Glenn?
My younger days. George Best, my hero.
But you must have been the big lad at the back, surely.
No, centre forward.
Oh, well, one of two.
Did a bit
centre back or centre forward.
I did a bit centre half as well. I got a trial for Sunderland, which kind of killed my career off.
To the sixth and final round. And like every other round, it's Hodgson on the front foot. Rustin Fatkulin fiddling his way through these rounds. Lets an uppercut go himself, hook to the body. Hodgson reads it well. Good hook to the head again from Hodgson.
And he hasn't let up, has he? Pressure is very, very good. And lesser men will get stopped with this
Yep.
Tommy Hodgson.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, good combinations.
Well, are we going to see some late activity from Rustin Fatkulin? Is he going to let his hands go, as so many journeymen do in the final round? But up to this point, it has been one-way traffic, of course, to Tommy Hodgson.
Yes, he's never let Fatkulin into the fight. He's always been pressured, and Fatkulin's had to pull out some of his best work to stop being stopped.
Well, that's a very, very valid point, actually. We've seen him in action in the last couple of weeks, and he hasn't worked this hard.
Absolutely. You know, he hasn't been at this sort of level. You know, he showed he can fight, but he's having to really pull it out. Otherwise, he's going to get stopped.
Well, if this was an 8 or 10 rounder, you fancy Hodgson could do that.
And that will happen, you know, as his career progresses, when he gets in those longer rounds, you know, he will start stopping more and more. Look, he's got him. The handcuffs have come on, ties him up. Well, it's a shutout for Tommy Hodgson. Good, solid performance, showing grit, determination, and really making it a tough night for Rustam Fatkulin.
But he does hear the final bell, the man based in Southampton, so he can keep his diary obligations for next week, the week after that. A very, very busy fighter, Rustam Fatkulin, but Tommy Hodgson has dealt with him very well tonight. He's won every minute, every round. And Glenn, overall, the shot selection was there.
Yeah.
There's a bit more spite from your point of view with Tommy Hodgson.
Definitely good performance from Tommy.
And he gets the performance in front of his home crowd as well. A good round, good fight, good 6 rounds in the bag for Tommy Hodgson, who can now enjoy it with his fans.
And he can be happy. He can be happy with that, as the fans are. Dancing mode now.
Yep.
A couple of good shapes for you to throw in there, is there? But Tommy Hodgson sealed the show with a good, solid performance. Always in control, always with his foot on the gas.
Well, there'll be some big, big nights for Tommy Hodgson, of that there is no doubt.
It certainly will.
But we can get the referee scorecard now, because it's with our MC for the final time, Mr. Paul Booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, ringside, 2 respectful boxers, 2 respectful boxing corners. Let's have a respectful round of applause for the efforts of both of our professional sportsmen. The fight goes the distance. So after 6 rounds of welterweight boxing, our scoring referee, Ron Kearney, decides the bout. He has it scored at 60 points to 55 points in favour of the winner. He is still undefeated. From North Shields, Tyne Weir, it's the Hitman, Tommy Hodgson.
It could only be a shutout for Tommy Hodgson, which it was, Glenn.
It certainly was, and you know, the crowd very happy with the performance of Tommy Hodgson. You know, it was a real concentrated effort. Didn't get the stoppage, but he, you know, he showed real determination and concentration in his work. And Fatkulin had to be at his very, very best to get through that dome. Solid combinations. The right hand worked well. The jab was nice and relaxed. He was just sticking that punch out. And a good all-round performance from Tommy Hodgson. The fans certainly liked it. Got what they wanted.
They certainly did. Yep, the Hilton Hotel in Gateshead has been rocking because of Tommy Hodgson, who is making his way ringside. Well, Tommy has his adoring public to deal with. We'll grab a word with him now. Well, Tommy, I know you got plenty of support in here, obviously, and they all love you. Well done tonight. We know he's a nightmare. He's a nightmare to deal with. You did very well with him tonight.
Probably, mate, yeah, like, I'm still getting used to it now. It's only my 5th fight, but I had the tying up and that, and stuff. He's awkward, he's using the shoulder a lot, but I was speaking to him after, I was like, because I was like, how do you find it? He was like, you're very good, and that, and like, it gets a bit praise, so it was nice to hear.
Yeah, he had to really work hard in there. We've seen him a couple of times the last couple of weeks. You gave him a horrible night as well. But you must be pleased with that. You showed a lot more to your game as well. You looked a lot sharper tonight.
Yeah, I did. I felt good. But I didn't like. I say that's my 5th fight in 7 months. Is it 6, 7 months? Been back to back. So I was feeling it a bit running up to this camp, like, so I'm going to have myself a week off next week and then the charge of batteries back, so I've been a bit flat out, you know what I mean? I think I've literally been fighting on a Friday or a Saturday, and I've been back in the gym on the Monday, you know what I mean? I haven't given myself much rest. I'm man of human, so I give myself a little bit of rest this week, then go back way next week.
You do a few tickets, quite popular in this part of the world. How good is it to fight for the first time as a pro on home soil?
Well, look at, you seen them all. As soon as I got here and I caught eye, everyone around was like, I knew it was going to be special, like, I knew it.
It's the dream St James's one day.
Oh, I may imagine 52,000 of these lot going mad. At least some guys done this.
Yeah, we said before at the top of the show when we spoke to you, just before you got wrapped and all the rest of it, the North East, Newcastle in particular, needs a world champion. We can't have Glenn McCrory giving it the big one as the only world champion from Tyneside.
Yeah, I'm coming after him, That is a dream, obviously. I've been doing this since I was about 12, 13. I've had all my eggs in one basket from the start, so I'm all in with boxing, so that's the aim, obviously, to become world champion.
You're going to bring in Steve Crump from Fightzone. He's getting better and better, this kid.
Definitely. You know, his story continues unbeaten, and he's ticked a big box by fighting in his own town. And as you've seen, what a reception he's had. So, you know, massive applause to Tommy for doing that. He's come away with another L again. So, yeah, the story continues. We're going to put him in another 6 rounder, I think, first. I think you need a bit of a rest for a little bit. Yeah, and so we might let him have a week or 2 off, and then hopefully we'll be planning his team to put some fights together again.
So how quickly do you want to fight for titles?
See what Jamie, Dennis and my coaches obviously have an offer, and I'll just do my bit in the gym and then let them decide, but I'm ready on them, or really.
You've done the business tonight. It was great seeing you in there tonight, Tommy. Well done.
Thank you, appreciate it, mate.
So Tommy Hodgson, the star of the show tonight, the main man. It's been a great show here on Fightzone. And of course, big nights are coming soon. So there we have it, another great night on Fightzone at Newcastle, back on Northeast turf. Glenn McCrory's never had the smile off his face all night because we're in his part of the world, 10 minutes from home, and some great prospects, and obviously some seasoned campaigners like Dave Allen, but some really good talent on show tonight.
Very much so, and I think Steve Crump's got a bigger smile than me because he sees what the fans are like here, and obviously you're gonna know what atmospheres we can have. You've seen St James's Park and the great fans that we've got up here. So it's great. I'm glad that you and Dennis have come up here because I think there's a whole load of talent yet to be discovered.
Definitely. I think this won't be the last journey up here. I think we'll be up here more often and pushing Fightzone out here. And if people can't get to the show, I am going to plug it. It's free for the first 3 months. So if you cannot or get to the shows, get on your app and subscribe to Fightzone TV.
Now, of course, this has been a brilliant night in Gateshead. I was going to say Newcastle. I'm being a bit
Newcastle
pedantic.
Gateshead.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, next time it's a Sunday show in Rotherham, something a little bit different.
Yeah, we just come back from Canada where we did a show on a Sunday over there, and it opened his eyes a little bit because there were thousands of people there. It was ridiculous. And if we can do it in Canada, we can do it in UK. Yeah. His day kind of fell through, so we rejigged it and did it on a Sunday. Roll the dice again, let's see what happens. And that's one thing about Fightzone and Fight Academy. We're not frightened of taking a chance.
And just give us a little reminder about what's coming up this week in the next couple of days, because there's some big news on the horizon.
Yes, on Tuesday, I think it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're doing a live press conference regarding Anna Rankin with her first world title defence.
So some big news, stay tuned. Great night, you happy?
Very happy, and I'll hopefully be back soon. I haven't got far to go home. It just takes me 15 minutes.
So. Well, you haven't got far to go now.
Early night for Glenn, so he's happy. Great night of action here in Gateshead as well. Stay tuned to Fightzone. Remember, you got to subscribe, particularly while it's free. It's only going to be $1.99 going forward anyway, but it's still free, so get on Fightzone now. All the action. Next fight is Sunday, April the 3rd, Rotherham. Thanks for watching. Good night.